All right, guys, up fourth, and in my opinion, least, is the AFC South. I think this division's going to suck butt crack all season long. You got one good team, and that is the Houston Texans. Everyone else is projected to have a shitty season. So, oh well. Yeah. As far as sportsbooks are concerned, the Texans should win this division pretty handily. So, up first, we're going to look at the Indianapolis Colts. Did not hear there was some recent stories that Irsay's passing had to do with relapse. It's pretty sad. Shane is gone. Even bigger shame that's why. But all right, let's get into this. If you have not heard, you might have been living under a rock, I guess. Anthony Richardson is the second string quarterback. Daniel Jones is the starter. He will be starting week 1 because they don't want to win any football games. Of course, they wouldn't win any with Anthony Richardson either, so that's literally, in my opinion, their best chance to win is Riley Leonard. Take that to the bank. Got Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, Josh Downs. I heard they're trying to trade Alec Pierce because they like Adonai Mitchell. I don't know how accurate that report that I heard is, but that is what I'm hearing, that they're shopping Alec Pierce. So we'll see if he gets traded before the deadline. This is the last year of his rookie contract, 4th and final season of his rookie deal. Then you got the rookie Tyler Warren at tight end. He has looked phenomenal in the games. Not gonna lie, he'll probably have a pretty decent season. Then you got Mo Alley Cox as the number 2, so they got a good 1-2 tight end room. Decent line with Quentin Nelson and Bernard Raymond, and then some guys over on the other side. Just some guys. That's their offense. Their defense, we got Latu. And some guys besides Xavier Howard, Travarius Ward. You know, I'm not impressed. Not impressed. Let's take a look at the schedule here for the Indianapolis Colts. They are at home for Miami. That'll be a win. And then they're at home for Denver. That's not going to be a win. 1-1 at Tennessee, 2-1 at the Rams, 2-2 at home for the Raiders, 2-3 at home for Arizona, 2-4 at the Chargers, 2-5 at home for Tennessee, 3-5, because Tennessee is going to be cheeky cheeks. Like, I have zero faith in Cam Ward. When we get to the Titans, oh man, guys, wait for that shit. At Pittsburgh, that's another loss. Ah, shit, I lost count. Hang on. 2-4, 3-5. At Pittsburgh, 3-6. At home for Atlanta, Sunday Night Football. Say Atlanta wins, 3-7. At Kansas City, 3-8. At home for Houston, 3-9. At Jacksonville, we'll say you split with Jacksonville and lose that one, 3-10. At Seattle, Say you somehow managed to squeak that one out unbelievably. 4-11. 4-10. Yeah, 4-10. And San Francisco 4-11. 5-11. 5-12. God, you guys are gonna suck. Colts 5. You go ahead and pound that under. Pound that under. That's way under their projection. Way under their projection, and I do not have much faith in them being able to do much anything this year. On to the Jaguars. Honestly, if any team is going to unseat the Texans this year in the division, it will be the Jacksonville Jaguars, in my opinion. Honestly, with the Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter playing both sides of the ball, because that's what I heard. He will be playing both sides. So they got him marked down as the second left side corner. So we'll see if they're going to actually play him. I would imagine so, though, considering both right side corners are hurt. So I would imagine he's going to end up playing both sides. And I'm here to see that shit. I want to see that. I am very excited to see Travis Hunter play both sides. And then you got Brian Thomas Jr., De'Ami Brown. That's where he went? Okay. De'Ami Brown was pretty good with the Commanders last year, but I understand why they let him go when they got Debo. So, and then, like I said, Trevor Lawrence is the quarterback. He's got a decent-ish line, not the greatest, definitely not the worst. But definitely worse lines out there. And then on the defense, they said Travis Hunter is going to be a big addition to that. They don't really have great corners, but I mean, we'll see what they can do with the coaching staff. Nothing that's really popping out like they did a really big improvement. Just Travis Hunter. So let's dig into this season here. They open up against Carolina at noon on Sunday. And they're going to win that one. Go to Cincinnati, and they're going to lose that one. So 1-1 at home for Houston. We'll say they split with Houston, and they take their home game. So 2-1. At San Francisco, 2-2. Against Kansas City, 2-3. At home for Seattle, 3-3. At home for the Rams, 3-4. That's Sunday Night Football. They'll probably lose that one, because Matty Stafford usually plays fucking awesome under the lights. Like, when the lights get brighter, Matty Ice gets fucking awesome. And I know that everybody calls the other Matty Ice, but the other one's retired and he's not, so fuck off. That was a loss. Where the fuck is your bye? There it is. Bye is week 8. And they go into the bye 3-4. It's not bad going into the bye, I guess. They're only projected to win 7.5. So 3-4 going into the bye, that's pretty good. Coming out of the bye at Las Vegas, we'll say they take down the Raiders after their bye. At Houston is where they're going to lose, though, to drop back under 500 at 4-5. At the Chargers, that's not going to happen. 4-6. At Arizona, 5-6. At Tennessee, 5-7. At home for Indy, 6-7. Jets, 6-8 at Denver, 6-9 at Indy, 6-10, and then at home for Tennessee, 7-10. Gross. This is why they're the last ones of the conference. That is why I saved them. Oh, such a shitty season for this whole fucking division. We're going to skip the Texans and go to the Titans next. Because I want to save the almost definite division leaders for last and end this on a higher note. Because the Titans are going to suck, guys. The Titans are going to fucking suck. I have zero fucking confidence in Cam Ward. I think he's going to be a fucking, like, DeMarcus Russell all over again. Like, Jamarcus, not DeMarcus, Jamarcus. Like, I zero fucking confidence in this kid. Like, I don't get why he was just drafted number 1 overall. Now when you have people like Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter, they're available on the board at 1. This was not the year to take a quarterback 1-1. This was the year to trade down. Trade down with somebody that wanted one of those players, and then if somebody else decides to blow it on a quarterback before they get to you, then they did, and you just take whatever's left. Because there were some good fucking quarterbacks. Hell, Dylan Gabriel's a better fucking quarterback than Cam Ward. Dylan Gabriel's already fucking proved that he's a better quarterback than Cam Ward. I've watched that little fuck play all fucking preseason. He is a better quarterback than Cam Ward already. And you know why? It's because he got a lot of fucking game time. A lot of game time. So Cam Ward's going to have to learn on the go. He's got Calvin Ridley, who's hurt. Tyler Lockett, who's 90. Van Jefferson, who's also 90. You got Chigo Garoppolo, which is cool. And Gunnar Helm, who's a rookie. They got some good tight ends. But they got nothing on the fucking line. J.C. Latham is their best guy, and he's a fucking half bust. Skaronski's still playing guard. He'd probably be better on the outside. Got Kevin Zeitler. He's also hurt. Like, guys, I don't know. It's not going to be a good season for the Titans. Cam Ward's going to be doing a lot of learning on the fly. And didn't they just fucking fire a head coach because they didn't want to give him all the power over the hire of the GM? And then didn't they just fucking do that again this year? After like a year of not wanting to, they just did it now. Like, isn't that how this offseason went? They fired their GM and now the coach picked it. Like, wouldn't you have rather had Mike fucking Vrabel if you were going to do that anyway, you fucking dumbasses? Let's take a look at this fucking defense. They got L'Jarius Sneed, which is cool. Amani Hooker might be pretty good. I think he's a rookie. Oh no, he's in this like 5th fucking year. No, he's not gonna be. He's just a guy. He's just a guy. Roger McCrary. Oh yeah, he's on his 3rd year, but he's in the nickel. Arden Key is their fucking Draymond Jones is your fucking weak side linebacker. Isn't he a fucking lineman? Guys, this is not going to be a good year. Not going to be a good year. It's a good thing you got fucking Hecker, because he's going to get a lot of fucking punts in. Fucking, your defense ain't going to stop shit except for the run, because you got Devondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons up the fucking middle. But, I mean, other than that, like, you guys are fucking toast. Like, this is not going to be a good year. Let's take a look at this fucking schedule. Week 1, you open up at Denver. Blowout. Blowout. You're gonna blow your back out like you're a 2-bit whore. 0-1. Los Angeles 0-2. Indianapolis. We'll say you split with them. 1-2. At Houston, 1-3. At Arizona, 1-4. At Las Vegas, 1-5. At home against New England, Mike Vrabel is going to make you guys look embarrassed. He is going to embarrass the fuck out of the fucking Titans on October 19th at noon on CBS. October 19th at noon on CBS. You want to watch the Titans get embarrassed off the fucking field by Mike Vrabel? Tune the fuck in for that. I will be. What are they after that? 1-6 at Indianapolis. They already won the other one, so we'll say they split. That's 1-7. Hosting the Chargers. That's another loss. 1-8 going into the bye week, week 10 with a win. Congratulations, you guys really did a great fucking job firing Mike Vrabel. All right, coming out of the bye, you get to host Houston, who's going to curb stomp you at home. 1-9 at home against Seattle. We will say that Seattle just fucks up and you guys win, just so you can have a second fucking win. 2-9, lost to Jacksonville. 2-10. At Cleveland, not happening. You guys ain't gonna score a point. You might lose 3-0, but you ain't gonna win. 2-12 at San Francisco. 2-13 at home for Kansas City. 2-14 at home for New Orleans. 2-15 and at Jacksonville. 2-15. Congratulations to the Titans. You might have the #1 overall pick with 2 fucking wins. 2 wins for the Titans. That is all I see on that schedule. And that's being nice. A lot of that is because I think Cam Ward sucks, but they don't have a good roster. They do not have a good roster. All right. Last but not least, well, they are. They're definitely not least. They're probably going to win the division pretty handily. Probably going to walk away with the division by like halfway through the season. Halfway through the season, they should just fucking be handed the fucking keys to the fucking thing and just be done. All right. I don't know why this is fucking up, but it is. So let's do it the old-fashioned way. You got CJ Stroud, which is awesome. I think he's going to have a bounce-back year this year. I expect him to have a pretty decent season. Sign Nick Chubb, which is good because what's-his-face is hurt, Joe Mixon. So expect Nick Chubb to get some play. I think their other... I think I saw Woody Marks' mom made a post on X. I liked it. That was pretty cool. She was super excited that her son made it 53. So I would expect him to get some play. Still got Damian Pierce and Dewari Ogunbowale. You know who I mean. Dario. Number 31. Fucking great. And then you got Nico Collins. They drafted the 2 guys out of Iowa State this offseason. Jalen Noel and Jaden Higgins, I think, were the 2. And then they already had Xavier Hutchinson, who was a graduate of Iowa State. So I guess they like Iowa State wide receivers. I'm not sure why. Iowa State quarterbacks don't. Dalton Schultz, Justin Watson. Justin Watson switched over to the Texans. That's okay. Said fuck off to the Chiefs and went there. That makes you happy. They got a decent O-line. They did trade away their one guy, but it looks like they signed Cam Robinson to replace him. So Cam Robinson and Ariante Ursery look like they might be the starters, but they might be starting Tyus Howard. We'll see. For some reason, the depth chart's not working right now for me, so I can't see how their actual depth chart is worked up For some reason, it's just giving me like a third of a depth chart. I don't. They got Tyus Howard as the starting right guard and Ariante Ursary as the starting right tackle, though. I don't know if that's true. Like I said, my depth chart's all kinds of goofed up, so I don't know if that's actually going to be the way that it shakes out, but that's the way that it's showing on my thing. And then you got Juice Scruggs as the center, Lincoln Tomlinson as the other guard, and then Tyus Howard would be the other one sitting on the inside of Ursary, and then Cam Robinson would be your left tackle on the outside of Tomlinson. Honestly, that sounds like a pretty decent line to me behind or in front of CJ. So, like I said, I expect them to just walk away with this division. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't, because of their defensive-minded head coach and their amazing defense. I mean, you got Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter coming off the edge. I mean, you got great corners in Lassiter and Stingley, and then fantastic safeties in Bullock and Sauce Gardner. Don't forget Jalen Petrie. Like, they've got so many interchangeable parts on the back end. Like, no, they're going to be able to play against anyone. And Kyrie Fairbairn has a fantastic leg with the new kickoff rule. They won't be out far outside of field goal range, like right at the beginning. And then expect Tank Dell and Joe Mixon to come back along with Danico Autry, and they will be mid-season bolstering to the offense. Well, the two, and then Danico's obviously defensive tackle. But they do have some pretty good players that will be making their way back from injury as the season progresses. So let's take a look at their schedule real quick, and then we'll get out of here. And then we will have the second half, the NFC, coming up next. They open up the season at Los Angeles at 3:05 against the Rams. Winner. They are going to take down the Rams at SoFi to open up the season at 3:05. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. I cannot wait. It's going to be a really high-scoring game. Book it. Texans win opener 1-0 at home for Tampa Bay for a Monday night football. Looks like the early game. I think they're still doing the doubleheader. This looks like a 6 o'clock start for week 2, so I think this is still a doubleheader. Monday night football was week 1 and 2. So it looks like that. Looks like we're going to have more doubleheaders, though, because they got a 9 o'clock start for week 7 on Monday night. So there might be some more double games. We'll have to... Oh, that's going to be some really late fucking night Mondays. I don't know if we're going to be here for all of it. I don't know. We'll have to see what my wife says. I might be missing a couple of super late Monday night games. My wife works Tuesdays, so I might have lied about all the games I'm going to be covering. But it'll be close, all right? It'll be close. It just might not be every single one. But let's get back into this. Week 2... We'll say they take down Tampa Bay to go 2-0, take down Jacksonville, take down Tennessee. Then they will lose to Baltimore week 5, going into the bye at 4-1. Week 6, and then at Seattle coming out. Like I said, that's a 9 o'clock game coming out of their bye, 9 o'clock on Monday night. So that might be another doubleheader Monday night game, which would suck. Because I'd really like to watch them, but I don't want to be up till fucking midnight watching football on a Monday. Like, come on, guys. The fuck is that shit? But they'll win that one. So 5-1 at home for San Francisco. It'll be a tough game, but I'll say they lose. At home for Denver, another tough game. I'll say they win 6-2. Jacksonville, they'll win 7-2. Tennessee win 8-2. versus Buffalo, Thursday night football. Loss. 7-3 at Indy. Win. 8-3 at Kansas City. Win. 9-3 at home for Arizona. At home for the Raiders. Win and win. 11-3. Yeah. 12-3 at Los Angeles. I'll say they lose that one 12-4. And then at home for Indy, they will be resting, but they still win. 13-4. Even resting their starters, the Colts can't beat them. Even resting the starters, that's how shitty the Colts are. Colts can't beat them. All right, that is it for the AFC South. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a like. Think about subscribing. And let's get locked in for the season, guys. It is just around the corner. Less than 5 more days. Thursday night. I'll see you here. Later.